Well, hello, everybody. This is going to be an interesting one. It was a vision that I received last night in the middle of the night. And there's actually two visions. And this is going to be, you guys might find this very interesting, but this is going to be an answer to a question that the singer Bono from U2 has been asking for a very long time. And I'll explain this, but this is actually legit. This is actually something that Bono has wondered for a long time. It's an answer. These visions are an answer to something that he has wondered. And so I don't personally know Bono. I've never met him. I don't know anybody that knows him. And I've never went to a concert as far as I can remember. All I know is when I was younger, I would listen to his music. And I don't know who's watching this. You never know who's watching your channel. Even if it's not a big channel. Someone might know him that's on this channel or be friends with him or, kind of like those, 6 degrees of separation kind of deals. Like everybody knows everybody at some point. And, in this picture, he's pictured with Elton John. And I know Elton John has taken a lot of pictures with him. So maybe Elton will watch my channel and help out his friend and tell him something. So let's get into it. So the first vision that I had was this... the first vision I had was, I felt like it was like in the 80s or something, or maybe even late 70s, I guess. And it was a teen, somebody that, was a teen. He was about maybe 14 to 18 years old. And he was wearing red pants and a black, slightly faded t-shirt. And these weren't like dressy clothes. These were like more like, more like just clothes you'd wear, maybe a little faded, slightly faded. And the other thing I realized about it was that this person had brown hair and a very large mullet. And so I realized when I looked at the person in the vision, I was like, I think that's Bono as like maybe like an early teenager or somewhere in his teen years. And when he first maybe started performing, in a garage band or whatever he was involved, U2 was involved with in the day. And the other thing I noticed was that he had his head down, and I could feel from the vision that he was in distress. Maybe had his hands near his face at that time too, towards the end of the vision. But his head was down, and I could feel he was much in distress, very dejected. And it seemed like he was trying to find a secret hidden thing that he couldn't find, that was kept from him. And but that's the feeling I got, that basically this was at the time, this was very hard formed. Whatever this thing happened, it was very difficult for him at that time, and he went through a lot of difficulty. He was very distressed, I guess is the way I felt it. And then I had a second vision. And the second vision was what looked like a young teen, like maybe 12 to 16 years old. And what was the focus of it was her head, like her hair and slightly her face from the side view. And she had very light skin, very dark, like black eyebrows and black hair, like this picture I'm showing you here. And what's very noticeable about this as well is that, first of all, I'll say she looked almost like Mediterranean or possibly mixed, half black, half, I'm not, you guys can get the idea, but that she was of different, possibly partially African-American, but very light-skinned, or she was possibly Italian, somewhere from the Mediterranean, somewhere from that area. And what the focus of the vision was her hair, because she had these, which is very distinctive, these maybe 1.5 inch or 2 inch square box braids. And this is actually the answer to the identity of the question he's been asking. So this girl, he's been asking possibly who was it or what, who could it have been? And I don't know. I'll give you more information, more hints at the end of this. But only he knows the answer to this. Only he would know what this all means. But she had those square box braids, and that was the secret that he can know who it is. It was the actual square box braids that we have pictured here. And I don't know as well if this was a positive encounter, a very positive encounter, or a very negative encounter. So whatever happened, it very much affected him. That's all I know. And but he was very much in anguish. And And he could have possibly been dressed in the red pants and the black t-shirt when this event happened, whatever this event was. And he's probably thought back on it many times in his life and just wondered and never got an answer for it. But the answer is, it's the woman with the 1.5 inch, 2 inch box braids and very light skin, dark eyebrows, all that stuff. That's the answer to what the question he's been asking. And the words that came with this also, I'll give you the words. It says, at some point there was some interaction that said, "Thank God for giving us a gift." So those words were mentioned, or it's somehow involved with whatever this trauma was for Bono. And the second set of words for this, whatever this experience was for him, is that this will answer his final questions. So again, I don't know what this means. If anybody out there knows Bono, please share this with him. And I would love for Bono to tell me what it actually means one day. He doesn't have to. I know how personal many things can be in life sometimes. So if he ever wants to share with me what this actually means, I would love to know. But if not, I'll let it go, and it's a gift, my gift to him. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. This is a very different one. And I got another one coming that's a little different. Another one that's kind of wild. So anyways, I hope this gets to him. I hope you guys piqued your interest, that somebody out there somewhere knows him that can actually give him this